Hey Sarah, I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. Let me go back. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Application Development Virtual Group Webinar. My name is Sarah Huang. I'm the founder and organizer of Saturday Night SQL Virtual Group, which is now merged with Application Development VG. Joining me here is Debbie Huang, our co-organizer. Today, Alexander Mo will present Tableau and data visualization. Alexander Mo is an experienced data analyst and data visualization expert. He is named one of the 13 Tableau ambassadors in 2016 for his contribution to the Tableau community through his tech blog, problem-solving skills, and leadership. He lives in San Francisco Bay Area and speaks fluent English, Chinese, and French. He enjoys hiking, travel, and stays curious about the world and beyond. We really appreciate Alex share his knowledge with us on a Saturday night. Let me first take care of a few housekeeping stuff, then transfer screen over to Alex. PASS has three new directors at large who officially started with the passport on January the 1st, 2019. We also appreciate the outgoing board members they for their services and contribution of past community. These are the upcoming virtual group webinars organized by different virtual groups. As you may know already, PASS has many different virtual groups on different topics or languages. If you haven't, please join our new application development virtual group. This is our new virtual group. Um, if you are the Saturday night SQL, the old Saturday Night SQL virtual group member, please join it. Join the new one, the app dev development virtual group, and we will continue to develop the same quality webinars as before. And these are the upcoming SQL Saturday events, which you may want to check out. And PASS is looking to connect with the new sponsors. And if you need to get more information, you can connect PASS sponsorship team through sponsorship@pass.org. And these are the benefits of joining PASS to grow your career. And you may want to connect with PASS through either Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or Instagram for any technical questions. And this is how you may want to ask questions during our webinar. Either you can raise your hand by clicking this little hand sign. Then one of us will unmute you so you can interact with Alex directly. Or you can put your questions in this little chat window and I'll read the question to Alex. All right. Now I'm gonna switch presenter to Alex. Hey, Alex. Sorry.
Hey, um, hello everybody. It's my privilege and my great pleasure to share some of my work and understanding regarding data visualization and Tableau with all of you. Um, and It is a Saturday night, and I'm really uh, I really appreciate your presence to come here to listen to me talking about this subject. Thanks to Sarah for organizing this. Um, okay, I'm going to start. Um, and I changed the title a little bit. Okay, just to reshuffle the words, but I think that's kind of important. So the title now is what do you see? Visualization first, then data second, and Tableau the third. Actually, this is in the order of importance. Um, so ranked by importance in our data professionals terms. Yeah. Um, Next.
Great change. I like it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here is a little introduction about myself. I've been in the data analyst field for 10 plus years. Before that, I was doing software development, but later I found out data is my real passion. I work with Tableau, used Tableau for 5 years ago. Yeah, I discovered when I was looking for a new job, and I found that a lot of job descriptions requires Tableau. And I say, hey, what is this? So I went to the Tableau site and download the software. So that changed my uh, life, okay, or my career. Well, same career, but a little bit different. Before, yeah, I was using the Microsoft BI stack. So I still I still know a little bit about the SSIS and the SSRS, SSAS. Yeah. Anyway, um, I was named as a Tableau ambassador a few years ago, and I have been blogging for since 2014. Yeah, so for the last 5 years, and recently I created a YouTube channel also regarding data visualization. So topic of the day will be visualization, data, and Tableau. Okay. So the data visualization. Okay. There are a kind of intuitive way that is to make sense of data. Yeah. So hey, here is a bunch of data. Why go in and look for something that makes sense. Okay, so this is kind of a natural way um, to start. Um, so then we go to find the data in the database, and we connect Tableau to the database, and then we create a bunch of charts, and then you may find that nobody cares. um, sometimes it can be very frustrating. Yeah. So later on, I found another approach that is well, actually, sorry, I made some, the order is not quite right. But so later on, I found that the visualization project we want to do should be purpose driven. Okay, we need to have a goal in mind. Okay, so we need to have a very, clear kind of goal to go for. Yeah, so that's very important for each visualization. Okay, each visualization project, each dashboard you design, whether you use Tableau or not. Okay, you can. There are many visualization alternative tools, Power BI or many others. Yeah, and we should go some in a backward way. Okay, so found a purpose, then and we gather whatever we need to achieve that goal, which including data and the tool. Okay, so in that way you need to find a sponsor in your organization, in your company. Yeah, of course you should talk to people what they need, what they want, what is their pain point, okay, for their decision making. So if they don't know how how market is and what product optimization they need to do, how they need to fine tune their product directions, a lot of things you need to find out with potential stakeholders, and you need to find somebody who would buy in your project. Okay, then it makes sense to start your visualization project. Yeah, so purpose is very important. Okay, so here's actually I got a quote from Noah Ilinsky. He formulated these 4 pillars. So that is first, purpose. So why we need to do this visualization. Okay, and the content. Yeah, content for us, it is data. Yeah. Structure is what kind of chart type you want to use to properly represent the data, and the formatting. Okay, formatting like what kind of shape or what kind of color, fonts, etc. Yeah. So I think this is the order of importance in the data visualization project. Okay. So the first 2 is, even the first 3 is not necessarily dependent on any particular tool at all. Okay, so you can use any tools you like, you feel comfortable to do. So this is just the methodology. Yeah. So since purpose is very important, okay, so here are some examples which show you the purpose. So this is also quoting Noah Ilinsky's blog. Okay, Yeah. So some of them are comparison. We need to compare one against others, or all the, say, ranking. Okay, ranking a number of elements. Yeah. Change. Change is, for example, trend. Okay, show a time series, how the data, how the sales is going along the years, months, weeks. Okay. Composition. Okay, that means which say which product, what about the sales of a certain product, what's the percentage, it, uh, part of whole. Okay, part of all. We sometimes we need to show that. Okay, and the correlations, say what about the gas price and the birth rate. Okay, is there any correlation between them? Also, geography distribution. Yeah. So these are just some generic examples of data visualization project. Okay, so so the purpose is not really about how to create any chart, right? Yeah. So next subject is data. So what is data? Yeah. Have you ever asked your friends what is data? I did. Okay. So my friends or my colleagues, we are people who talk about data every day, but when they ask them what is the definition of data, they all react weirdly. Okay, actually, it's not very clear to them. Okay, yeah. So you can try this after the seminar. Okay, ask the people around you to see how they react, and it can be very interesting experience. So let me talk about what is data. And so I found that the data has some prominent properties. So first, data has context. Okay. A number is a number. Okay. A number without a context, it is not data. Okay. So a data must have context. Like it's sales data, it's hotel check-in data, it's the web visit data, or it's doctor visit data. Yeah. So there are many scenarios. Okay. Where the data is produced. Yeah. However, the lowest granularity is defined by a single event, like a single order, a single hotel check-in, a single doctor visit, okay, a single web browser click. Okay, so that's the lowest granularity. Yeah, so there's always a lowest granularity in data representation. Yeah. Another important property is data is dynamic. Okay. Well, what it means in practice, there's always a time attribute that is associated with a a record. Okay, with a say a sales order or check-in or click at what time. Okay, there's always a time attribute associated with the data. Yeah. Okay. Next, so here is a my kind of data definition. Well, some people may have already come up with the same definition, but that's okay. Yeah, I may be just repeating his. However, the idea here is okay. Data is a collection of records. Okay, and each record has multiple attributes. So in our, the actual data world, all these attributes are kind of columns, are called columns or fields, if you like. Yeah. And so each attribute can be either dimension or measure. Okay. Sometimes, a measure, well, they can be both. Yeah. So each attribute can be sometimes used as a dimension and used as a measure. Depends. Yeah. So yeah. So what is the lowest granularity regarding data? It is a single record. Okay, a single record with context and with a timestamp. Yeah, that's in most cases with a timestamp. I believe in the corporate world, in business, in most cases, okay, maybe I would say 95 to 99% of time, it has a timestamp. And it is, okay, it is each record, it is the record about an event. Okay, so it could be a sales event, it could be just a mouse click event, it could be a check-in, check-out event, yeah, which happened at a certain time. Voila. I, just finished the first two topic, which is what is the visualization and what is data. Yeah. And those are two things which are independent of the tool. Okay, of any, you can use whatever you do, whatever tool you choose, it applies to all of them. Yeah. So now I'm going to talk about the Tableau ecosystem. I don't work for Tableau. Okay, so this is not a sales pitch. This is just what I understand about Tableau, which is very interesting. Which I found it maybe it is kind of different from our usual view of a product. Yeah, it's more than a product. It is actually a ecosystem. Yeah, and in this ecosystem, we have a product, which is the software product, and Viz. Okay, Viz is the visualization, the dashboard that we create using the Tableau software. The third is community. Okay, so probably its community is shaped, okay, the ecosystem. Yeah. Next, let's talk about the product first. Yeah. So initially, the Tableau has just the top two, well, maybe the top one, yeah, which is Tableau Desktop. Okay, so it's a designer software which allows you to create the various charts and the dashboard, and yeah, that's the the most basic tools that we start to use for creating visualization dashboard. Then there's a Tableau server, which can host the dashboards and share within an organization, within a company enterprise. And recently, last year, Tableau has a new product, which is Tableau Prep, which is a kind of a ETL tools, but with a lot of visual elements. So when we create those ETL flow, it allows us to actually visualize into the tables, into the process. Say it can visualize, say, any field. Okay, say if it's a product field, okay, it can show you the quantity of the product categories. Say if there's 3 category of product, you can see them. Basically, it provides visibility into the data set itself. Okay, and then you can do some data cleaning there. If you see some dirty data, or you can already clean the data, just use the tool. It's a very interesting product, still pretty new, but I see it will have a great potential. Yeah. It has some really cool features, like using visualization to prepare the data. Then there's a Tableau Online, which is the cloud version of the Tableau server. So either you can have a Tableau server that you host at your own data center on premise, or you can use Tableau Online, so let Tableau host the server. Yeah. And then there's a Tableau Reader, which is like a Adobe Reader. You can open a Tableau workbook and view the visualization dashboard. Okay, next is Tableau Public, which is a very interesting product, and which is free to everyone. Okay, I started with Tableau Public, because it's free. I can download. I don't need to pay the license fee, and it is good enough for me to learn and to start the journey into data visualization. So it has 2 parts. One is desktop, and the other is the Tableau Public website, where you can publish your dashboard. Okay, your visualization, your V's, okay, and share with other people. Also, there's some lesser known product like Tableau API and extensions. These are always expanding. Okay, the offerings are, APIs and extensions are created for more kind of developers. Okay, actually, like extension, it allows us to to include other type of charts, like say JavaScript, D3. If you have chart type in other technology, you can include into Tableau. Okay, so show by side with the chart that is created with Tableau, within Tableau. Yeah. The following two actually is part of the product, but they are not kind of standalone. Okay, they are the key technology inside Tableau. One is the VizQL. VizQL is kind of the query language. Okay, it's not SQL, but it's VizQL. Basically, when we draw a chart, it will translate the chart into your SQL kind of query language, and then go query the database. Hyper is a kind of in-memory database. Okay, so it allows us to extract data into a hyper file. Then the Tableau desktop can access the data extract quickly. Yeah, and Hyper is a very powerful database technology. Yeah. So all the data extract file are in Hyper format these days. Okay. Next, I'm going to talk about the community. Okay. Tableau has an amazing community. It has this product has created a huge following, or at least the fans of the product. So without this community, I wouldn't call it an ecosystem. So it includes the following. The first is Tableau Forum. Okay, there is a very active Tableau online forum. Okay, it's I think the web address is community.tableau.com. Okay, and there you can ask any questions. There is always people who actually compete to answer your questions, because each correct answer you will get some virtual point. It's like a gamified game community or forum. Yeah. Then there's Tableau annual conference, which happens once a year in the October kind of time frame. Third, there's a Tableau user group, which is kind of worldwide in most big cities, even medium cities. You may find a local Tableau user group. And there's always a Tableau webinars and the podcast you may find somewhere online if you are interested. Also, there are some community weekly challenges and activities going on, and these are all led by Tableau users. Okay, like Makeover Monday. There's a data set that's been published by Andy Kribel and Eva Murray. Okay, the two leaders, they have led the Makeover Mondays for maybe 3 and 4 years. So every week there's a new data set. So anybody can build dashboard these and then share with others, with the world actually. And then Andy and Eva, they will review your V's if you wish through a webinar. It's very interesting to practice your skills, okay, your Tableau skills. There's also workout Wednesday, which is something similar, which is a little harder, but it's also very interesting. And there's this V's for social good. This is there's some social data, okay, from some NGO organizations. They also need data analysis help. So they publish the data to this small group of people. I think the leader is Chloe Chen, who organized all this, and so this is also a recurrent event that people can help can do in creating these, and with a cause, okay, to help some NGO organizations and do some social good. There's also Iron V's. Iron V's, I think it is organized by Tableau. There is some, which is also a recurrent event. Another important community is the Tableau social media. It's especially on it. I mean, this social media, many people sharing their creations, their visualizations on Twitter. Yeah. So if you search anything Tableau, Twitter is the way to go. Yeah. And also there's blogs. Okay. Yeah. There are many bloggers who share their knowledge about Tableau. So in this ecosystem, part of important, that is the application. So what does the visualization actually do? Okay, help in its application. Yeah. So one is data analysis, of course. Yeah. So another is dashboard. So the data analysis actually in the Tableau is actually great for self-service data analysis. Okay, so because it try to make the software, the tool really easy, so anybody can do it. Okay, anybody can do it. You know. Then, self-service data analysis, you may do it just for yourself, okay, for your exploration of the data and try to find insight, okay. Then you can create dashboard and share it with the stakeholders, okay, whoever needs to see. And now you can use Tableau to do ETL and the data extraction. Also, the server allows us to manage the data security and the permission management. So we can assign a certain security level and the permission level to the data and to the person. Okay, so that's so it's kind of more than just creating dashboard and the data analysis. So this is the Tableau applications. So here I would like to give a number of examples in practice. Okay, what we actually do in company, or in our personal exploration. So here are some examples. The first few I feel it's actually enterprise applications. A very important part is reporting automation. Okay, this, for example, like the company I work for, there was people used to, like the finance people used to report, okay, monthly, yeah, and they use Excel to do that. Excel is very it's actually very time consuming and prone to errors, because when people touch a cell, they may actually change the number there. Yeah. So when you do also copy and paste, you may introduce some errors. So that's not very good. Yeah. So Tableau, we can avoid that. And so I have helped migrate the reports from Excel to Tableau, and now the human effort is minimized, so people don't have to do much. Almost none of the work are manual. Okay, so it's fully automated. The automation includes data extraction, okay, directly from the database, and the interface automation. What that means is, okay, if the current month is January, it will show January, and even the menu will change accordingly. Okay, so because dates are also dynamic, there's some trick there. You may need to pay very attention. So what I did is I create a report, monthly report, which in theory nobody should touch it, and it will self-update every month. And so that makes finance people very happy. Second is executive reporting and presentation. This is also very important to keep them informed and to use data to show the status. Customer reporting, yeah, we have to report to customers, send reports, depends on your business. Self-service BI and the visual data analysis. So it's no longer numbers. So it's results that we can see visually. Visual status monitoring, monitor. I have created monitors about server status, about the data extraction status, ETL status, because sometimes we need to know which job has failed. Okay. There could be a lot of failed workflow, okay, or failed data source, or things happens. Also, geographic data visualization, visual data preparation, that's about the ETL. Okay, data journalism. Okay, this is a particular area of new journalism, and we can see that recently, for a while, people has been using charts, include charts or analyze chart, and come up with stories sustained by, supported by data, right? So when they tell story, they have to come up with a data set and charts to support their story. That's called data journalism, and this is even become a specialty in college education. Okay, there are people who wants to become a journalist, but writing is no longer enough. Yeah, they have to uh, have data skills. Okay, uh, math visualization. That's one of my favorite visualization for my personal interest. Okay, I like to, to to visualize the some equations, uh, some special math functions, which gives me a lot of satisfaction. That's for my personal interest, for um, exploration. Yeah, to understand. It helped me. So Tableau is a tool that helps me to understand things that I didn't understand before. Visual social media. Okay, so you know that Instagram is a big thing. In social media. Uh, However, there is a small circle of social media where people just share their dashboard. Okay, the V's that they created and share with each other, and you know and the people uh, may may give you a thumb up, all right, for that. Yeah, it's very exciting, and it allows the data people to socialize with each other, right? Actually, to socialize with the data people in the world, across the world. And it's very exciting to see different people come up with all sorts of charts, maybe based on the same data set, like in Makeover Monday. Okay, uh, it is very, very, very interesting. Yeah, it's a so the Tableau V's has become the medium, right, for us to socialize. Um, yeah, personally, I also use Tableau to explore some of the special data set, like uh, the history, all the Supreme Court justice. Okay, the history there are about 134 justices in the whole history, and so I use that data set and to create a, um, a dashboard to show it. So the whole process is to help myself learn the history of U.S. Supreme Court. Okay, uh, so it serves that purpose as well. Okay, so here I have talked about, already mentioned some of the examples. What is reporting automation, and the reporting for executives and pre-sales. Okay, it's very interesting that because the reporting will be in PowerPoint or in PDF, and actually the format is always the same, right? We don't really change. For example, if for executives, for board meetings, we may have to report our PowerPoint could be, say, 50 slides. Maybe there are 30 of them include charts. And all these are data, are using data to create those charts. So we have to do this months over months. Then it takes a lot of human effort, manual effort to create them. Usually we have to do that manually. However, using Tableau, we can just by changing the data set, and we can automatically create those slides, okay, update those slides very easily, and save a lot of manual effort. PDF as well. There are many PDF reports which includes a lot of charts. However, we can actually automate this process and just by changing the data set. Yeah. Next, yeah, reporting for customers. For example, these days we have a centralized or cloud-based software service, and we want to report for them. Yeah, okay. Debbie just messaged me, asked me to do some demo. Yes, I will do some demo. Okay, sorry. Okay, I will go skip to demo fast. So this is the stakeholders we may meet during the work. You know, basically, almost every department. So there's a comparison with competition. Okay, what to compare? Functionality-wise, it's hard to see the difference. The biggest difference is community. Yeah, whether this product has a community user or not. How big is the community? How active is the community? That's a very that's the very differentiating. Yeah. Cost these days is subscription based. How about Power BI? Actually, I'm not very familiar with Power BI, but it is the next biggest competitor of Tableau. How about Excel? Excel is actually very much used in Tableau because it serves as a data repository. Okay, yeah, like a little database. We use Excel very much. All right. So sorry, there's too much talking up to now. I'm going to show you what is a Tableau desktop. Okay. Okay. So this is a regular Tableau desktop. It is the enterprise, well, the full-blown Tableau desktop. So here is the left side is the data pane. Okay. So this is the dimension measures. Okay, let me connect to a data set. Microsoft Excel document with data sources. Let me find it. Okay, so you see the data set is in the Excel. Okay, in the Excel file. Okay, yeah. Let me wait. So I want to show you the data source interface as well. You can see that the first is a few static file. Okay, if the data can be in the static file format. Also, they can come from a database like a Microsoft SQL Server database, MySQL, Oracle, Amazon Redshift, and here there are quite a few, maybe 50 data sources: Snowflake, Spark, Teradata, Splunk, Postgres, all sorts of almost every popular databases out there. All right, so here the example will be based on on the sample database data set that is from a Excel file. So the Excel has 3 sheets. Okay, so then we will have a look into the order table. Okay, the order table is just a regular kind of a relational database, yeah, with a number of columns. Yeah. So Tableau can actually already make a good guess about this is numbers, this is strings, this is dates. Okay, dates, strings. Okay, so it can already detect that. And also this is a geo data, location data, which is the country, right? Then let's go to the worksheet. Yeah. So already the Tableau make the best guess to categorize each column, each field, either as dimensions or measures. Okay, so voila. So I'll try to create some simple charts, and so you can see how to create the charts in Tableau. Product name. We have a lot of product subcategory. Yeah, so there are too many of them. Okay, so let's work with this subcategory of product, and we want to see the sales. Okay, so this is the sales. This is in terms of dollar. Okay, and let's put it here. So by default, we see this is a bar chart, and then we can sort them. Yeah. So voila, we already created a simple bar chart. Yeah, with this is called a horizontal bar chart. Yeah, from the data. Yeah. So this is very simple, right? Yeah, and we can publish this to somewhere. Yeah, for example, here we can publish this to a dashboard. I mean, to a server. It requires me to extract the data first. Extract means create a data extract, data file that is in Tableau's format from the data source, which is the Excel. So currently, it links to the Excel, and the data sits in the Excel file. After extraction, the data will be in the data extract. So now I can publish it to a place, to a Tableau public website. So sample sale bar chart. So voila. So this is a very, very simple chart. Okay, let's create another. So here is a state. Okay, just by double click on the state. So the purpose is to see, to visualize the sales across the state. Double click. So I got all these a map, right? And let me drag the cells as the size. Yeah, into size. Drop cells into size. So now we can see California has a large circle. Okay, some places like Arizona, New Mexico has very small circle size. So we kind of visualize which state has the largest sales, large amount of sales, right? So voila, I wouldn't go to I don't think uh, I have time to go into details of many of the charts. So here, the example here, I just want to show you, so here is the data pane. Okay, so here is the canvas. The canvas on top, there are columns and the rows. Okay, basically, column is for the horizontal axis, and the rows is for the vertical axis. And then on the left, there are pages. Pages, we don't really use it that much unless we want to do some animation. Filters is important. For example, we can drag this and put this years filter, and we can kind of show 2015 and 2016, yeah. So this is the filter pane, and here the marks. Marks is where we can select different kind of marks. For example, we can have right. This is a different data mark, right? Yeah. Yeah, we just don't have time to. This is just an overview of the entire Tableau thing. It's not a Tableau course. Okay. I think that's basically it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I thought I have time to create a lollipop, but I may not. So let me create a dashboard here. So I don't need this. Float. I can make it a float. Sample sales dashboard. Let me make an Intel view. We can also try to make it smaller. Okay, maybe we can do it like that. That makes more, kind of make it more sense. Voila. So this is a sample dashboard. Then again, we can publish this. sales dashboard. Okay, so here we go. So this is a simple dashboard. Yeah. Tableau dashboard. We just published to the Tableau public website, which has some other functionalities, like we can view a lot of in the galleries. There's a collection every day. There's a new dashboard that's been published here by selected the dashboard by Tableau, and they select the dashboard from the community. Yeah, so we can actually download them and learn from, and open it and see the details and learn from them. Okay, it's a little like an open source. Yeah. So we can see how they are created, and all the code and the copy. Okay, and still the design. Yeah. There seems no kind of open source license kind of protection there. Okay, I think I'm almost done. Yeah. So next, I'm open to questions. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex. That's a great session. We got quite a few questions. This one says, how does Tableau Prep differ from SSIS or other ETL tools? It's a big question. I suppose.
Yeah. So Tableau's, it's called Tableau Data Prep or Tableau Prep. Okay. So first, I think the interface is a little different. Let me see. Let me show you guys. Okay. So a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So Tableau Prep. Let me show some of the images. So so here you can see a little bit. Oh, wow. Okay, so you can see a little bit about the interface. Okay, this is the ETL tools. So there are many small tools. This looks like a kind of a data pivoting tool, and so you can see for each field. Okay, there's a little visual summary of this field. For example, we have 10 products. Okay, in all the database, so we can already see how many rows of how many orders of the same product, or how many rows of they have a ranking. Okay, a visual ranking of for that field. Okay. And yeah, so this is the interface. So the interface is I think different from SSIS, and well, I believe everyone has can drag and drop. I think the most important change here is how you can visualize each column. Also, Okay, as I showed you, the data connector. Okay, this data prep this prep tool can connect to maybe all the major data sources. Okay, yeah, like that. Yeah. So all these data sources, the Tableau can extract data from there. Um, and also, once you create this data flow, then you can publish this data flow to the Tableau server and schedule it. Okay, schedule it so that it runs once a day, okay, once a week, once a month, or whatever uh, interval, okay, you like. So does this answer your question?
I think it's you're pretty thorough. So let's go to the next one. What is the best way to learn Tableau by myself? I guess that's the self-taught.
Okay, self-taught. Um, so you can start first, download Tableau, okay, Tableau Public. You just Google it and it will show up. It is free and it, it has a limited number of data source you can connect to. But okay, as long as you have a data set in Excel, that's enough. That's how I got started. Okay, I started with Microsoft Excel, uh, and actually it comes with when you download the Tableau, it comes with some sample data set so you can work on. So the best way to learn by yourself is go to Tableau's website. It has some training videos. Okay, you can just learn. You can just follow the video tutorials. Then uh, then you can get yourself started that way. That's how I did it. Okay, how I did it. I didn't uh, go to any particular school to learn it. Yeah, I just learned everything myself. For someone for someone like you guys who are all data professionals, it is very easy to learn. Yeah, if somebody who has never done this before, they may need some more guidance. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Next one is what kind of programming languages are embedded in Tableau ETL? Is it Python, C# or Java?
Actually, none of them. Okay, none of them. So all the, especially for you guys, okay, all the the languages you may need is just like those in SQL. Okay, in some way, Tableau is a visual SQL. Okay, so it calls it language, the technology I said, it's called the VSQL. Okay. So for example, if I want to create a new, I don't know, what can I do here? So this is a way. So here are all the functions. Yeah. So these functions are very similar to those in SQL. I think these are all the like date add, date difference, date name, date parse, date part. All these come from SQL. Yeah. So, also there are some like a rank, like a minimum, max. So these are very simple questions and very similar to those in SQL. However, um, we must understand Tableau handles data. The lowest granularity is rows. Okay, it's records. It's rows. Okay, so the unit is rows. Like Excel, it's in cell. Okay, the lowest granularity of data is cell. However, Tableau process data in rows. That's actually exactly our data professionals, like you guys, database professionals, uh, actually process data also that way. Okay, so Tableau is a very natural tool for all the database professionals. You see, so this is I use this to view the data source. So it is organized like like a regular database table. Okay, so well, we can create a calculated field. We can use the string process. We can write and say we can take the 3 characters from the name, right? 3. Sorry. So product name, add all the members, and let me show you what is the right 3. Okay, so you see, I just created a new field based on a field. Okay, existing field based on an existing field. So in SQL, you do that by writing in SQL statement, right? So here, just it's made a little bit easier. Does this answer your question?
I think you pretty much answered the question. So look, the next one is what was the Tableau prep first released, and before that it uses Ultrix as a ETL tool.
Okay, Ultrix is a very powerful one, and the Tableau is a new one. Okay, and Ultrix is a much more mature tool technology. Okay, or I think it has a number of years already, and it went IPO, I think a couple of years ago. Also, it comes with some data set that's very interesting and very important to a lot of businesses. For example, it comes with some census data. Okay, like also about the family family net worth, about the the average family net worth, about the population. That comes that is part of the product offerings of Ultrix. Well, of course, I think they acquired them or they bought them from third-party providers. And it also has a very active community. Okay, that's a good sign. And the people can created the custom tool module, okay, in Alteryx for Alteryx and share it with the community. Number three, I think also Alteryx has a very powerful library, okay, that allows you to do powerful analysis like machine learning, uh, like a very deep data science stuff. Yeah, yeah. I think those are the advantages of Alteryx. Yeah, and the Tableau Prep is pretty new. It's released just last year, and it is getting well better at every release. So I don't know how this will develop. There seems some competition between the two. That's very likely. But Tableau is well emphasize the visual way of doing things. Yeah. How much value that will add to the ETL process? That's a question. But it does add value. Yeah, it does add the some interesting value to the ETL process.
Yeah, that's interesting. And Alteryx is pricey too.
Yeah. The pricing scheme also will affect the
Choice.
adoption. The adoption. Yeah.
Yeah. So another question is that what are the points you need to stress in getting a job that includes Tableau functions?
Could you? What do you mean? Applying for a job in Tableau?
I'm guessing maybe. Let me see if the person is still here. Let me see if I can unmute him. Okay, can you elaborate your questions?
Okay, thank you, good evening. Yeah, my question is, if you have a job that probably part of the function of the job description involve Tableau functions. So, what are the points you need to stress on and you need to touch to convince the interviewer for that position? Actually, it's a database position, but it's it involves some Tableau function, and I don't really have a knowledge of Tableau. So I just want to know what do you need to touch to be able to like get that confidence. Okay, let's just give it a try.
Yeah, it's mostly for job interview.
What's it?
You mean mostly for job interview, right? This
Yes,
question.
yes, and the job just have a little bit of Tableau function, and so what are the points you need to touch? So it's a database position, but they need some business intelligence skills in Tableau. For me, I know how to use Power BI, but Tableau, I just have a very little knowledge. So I'm just like asking, what are the points you need to make to convince them if you need to get a job, and it involves Tableau functions.
Okay. The best way is to have a portfolio. Okay. you create a number of charts or dashboard and publish to the Tableau public website. and show that to people. Hey, this is what I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's your kind of a portfolio, right? Yeah. So by creating a few of those things, you will have to go through all the basic steps. Okay, you need to drag certain dimensions and certain measures to create a bar chart, pie chart, line chart. Yeah, uh, yeah, to show to people, to potential employers. Yeah, even you have a chart, say already a dashboard in Power BI, then you just try to replicate that in Tableau.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's.
No, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
The next question is, when working on the chart, can Tableau record the steps and apply to other data sets?
Oh, I see what you want to do. It's actually simpler than that. Tableau doesn't have to record all the steps. Okay, it's not like I think in SSIS we can do that. Sorry. Anyway, okay. In Tableau, the way to do it is to replace the data set, and that's all. Okay. You just plug in a new data set into the dashboard, and everything will change according to that data set. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Yeah.
Assuming a user already has an investment in SQL Server and Office 365, they also get the capability of SSRS. Would the cost and benefit be greater for adding Tableau or Power BI, and which option would cost the most for the user?
For the user, for a single user, or for the company, is this for single user? I believe this is must be for company, right?
From the question, I would assume it's for not really a user. I would say a developer, right? Yeah. Let me see if Bill is still here. Hey, Bill, would you be able to explain your question? I have unmuted you. Bill, are you there? Okay, never mind. Well, how about this? Let's just assume, a developer already know how to do SQL Server, Office 365, and SSRS, yeah, and then whether or not they should continue to whether or not they should invest time and effort in Tableau or Power BI, which one would be more costly between I suppose Power BI and Tableau?
Well, this really depends on what he like to do, and what kind of opportunity he wants to pursue. Okay. So if he wants to stay in the Microsoft technology world, then Power BI could be of course, maybe a natural choice, but he may need to check, where the how many opportunities are there, and for both, okay, for Power BI or Tableau, yeah. So I don't know, the salary difference, compensation difference is, I don't really know, yeah, because I don't know Power BI yet. So it really depends on the opportunity. Certainly, no matter it's Power BI or Tableau, there's something must be similar, like the methodology could be very similar, but you still need to invest time and money, probably to learn it, time and effort, I would say, yeah. Yeah.
What if we, for the same question, and from an organization's angle, what would you say in terms of whether or not they should invest on Tableau or Power BI if they already have SQL Server, Office 365, and say like Excel and SSRS?
I think, well, Excel will be always there. It is irreplaceable, okay, Excel. Yeah, Excel, but for visualization, Excel can do some very basic visualization, and the automation is certainly not that easy with Excel. So the only SSRS, I think it's already, I think it's already out of the picture. So if you're still using SSRS, I think you need to try to replace it with either Power BI or Tableau. Yeah. So the only decision you have to make is whether use Tableau or Power BI. Well, so that's a big, actually big question and a debate out there. Well, I'm not quite sure, but Tableau does produce much better pictures. I mean, graphics and the charts, and it seems it's much easier to create charts as well. Okay, I mean the user interface, user interaction, it is much more friendlier for designers and for users. Yeah. So, I think the only advantage we see, okay, or the most important advantage is for Power BI. It seems it's a little cheaper, yeah, than Tableau. Yeah, that's what I heard. Okay, also like Power BI is a pure cloud solution. Okay, and the Tableau has both on-premise, okay, or cloud. Yeah. So there are two solutions. Yeah. I know that it seems that Power BI also came out recently with a enterprise kind of solution. I mean, on-premise, so you can have your own server in your company. So it really depends. It really depends. I actually created a Tableau cost. Tableau cost calculator that can help you calculate oh calculate the cost of Tableau. Yeah. So I used Tableau to create this visual calculator to help you assess the cost of using Tableau. So so assume we have 1,500 viewers who just view, okay, and the 25 creators who create a dashboard, and the explorers are the people are also designers, but with some limited functionality. Yeah. So, but each has a different license fee. But it's almost linear with the number of viewers. Anyway, yeah. So then you calculate that against the Power BI, and then you can compare the cost. Yeah. If you
Cool.
wish.
Another question, how do you compare SSIS versus Tableau ETL?
SSIS and Tableau ETL?
Right.
I think this is the first question, I mean, earlier question we already answered, right?
I guess, yes. How does Tableau prep differ from SSIS? Yeah, never mind. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this one says, how can we enroll in Viz for social good?
Oh, just Google it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Tableau public can publish the report to Tableau public. Is that right?
Public website. Yeah.
Public website. Okay. Is there a way to subscribe at Tableau server to send out dashboard with a PDF format to an end user?
Yes, there is a way to do that. Yeah, there is a way to do that.
Okay. Oh, so if the Tableau workbook has multiple dashboard, is there a way to do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a way.
Okay. Well, I don't know why this. When was Tableau Prep first version released?
I think it's in the early last year, 2018. Yeah.
Okay. Can you talk something about how Tableau might integrate with R and Python?
Oh, it's already integrated quite a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. That's so you can call some R and the Python script from the Tableau. It's a part of the Tableau computation extension. You can do that. Yeah. When you create the, like the calculated field, when you create a new field, you can use that to calculate a certain more complex calculations and algorithm. Yeah.
Okay. We got another question, but I think I'm gonna unmute the person who asked about the question. Jenny, is it possible for you to ask a question directly? Because I'm not quite sure. Oh, the question was, which has more limitation, Tableau or Power BI? I think this question probably is trying to compare these two, pros and cons wise. Is that right, Jenny? I guess
I'm
Jenny.
talking about the function, not price. Alex, he already talked about price already. I'm just talking about the functional.
Oh, functionality wise, okay. I think almost all the data visualizations tools can create most of the charts we usually see. Okay, yeah. Even you can use Excel to create all the most of the charts. I guess, yeah. Most often used chart type are there. Yeah, bar chart and the line chart and the. However, the data visualization is more than just a few charts. Yeah. If you just need the creating some charts, you can do it even use Excel. So a data visualization dashboard is more like a software. Yeah. That it monitors, it gets new data every day or every week, every month. Yeah. So you don't have uh, to 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 run the data, run the software every day to do that. Yeah. Tableau is more like a can give you automated dashboard update. So it really depends on your need, on your need. I think Tableau has some advantage in the system, okay, system wise, from the 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 UI design, from the inner structure, okay, the data structure that we don't really see. Yeah, so that will help actually the design in the manipulation of the data of all the dimensions and measures. Um, and yeah, and then now it tries to include a lot of extensions, but that is not essential yet. Okay, that is, I believe, that's not very essential yet. But the Tableau Prep, okay, the Tableau ETL product that's going to be essential, yeah, to the Tableau offerings, and also Tableau server is very powerful, very useful, yeah, for the sharing of the data visualization dashboard. And
So
another thing is, well, sorry, just 1 minute.
no, go ahead.
Yeah, another thing is a strong community is very important, because when people answer questions in the forum, or people write blogs, and that will help someone who is looking for a technical solution. Say, if I want how to solve this, how to solve that, then you Google it, and it came out a lot of solutions for you. Okay, so that's how the community works. Yeah. So this in the communities aspect, I think Tableau is really the number one. Yeah. Okay, next
Thank you.
question. Next question, please.
Yeah. So would you be able to give an estimate how long it'll take for someone to become a junior Tableau developer?
Yeah, so it depends on say how much time you like to invest. Okay, effort. How much effort you want to invest, and also what experience you have, and depends on that. If I would say, if the easiest way, okay, the easiest way to do it is to follow the Tableau training video on their official site, okay, the Tableau corporate site, and replicate all the steps out there, and so that will give you some technical foundation, some technical basics to learn the tool, and then by the side, you try to find some data set of your interest, okay, of your own interest, and create something of your own. Okay, you first you imagine some kind of analysis, dashboard shape and structure, and then try to implement that. So that's out of your own interest. And the Google, I don't know how many of you know it, that Google has a data set search engine. Okay, it's a sub engine. Yeah, you see, it's called the Google data set search. So here you can find the lots and lots of data set, almost any data set you like. Okay, like say Boston education data, say, or financial data, financial data, from all over the world. Okay, all over the world. You already see something here. Yeah, Turkey financial account, or real estate data. So you find something of your interest, okay, and create something by yourself after you have learned some basic skills. Okay, and also you can try to pass some of the Tableau certification. Okay, yeah.
Alexa, would you be able to share the slides and stuff with
Yes, I can. Yeah. Just,
okay. Do you mind if I post it on the app dev virtual group website of your slides?
No, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, one last person. I saw this person raise the hand, so let's see. Oh. Hey, Leila. Do you have a question? I have unmuted you already. Okay, another one. Is that Gina? have-
Sorry, it's a mistake. Sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fine. No problem. All right, I guess that's all the questions we have for today. That's
Okay.
your is that your contact info, or would you be able to share your Twitter or or your blog so that they can find?
Yeah, let me type my add my Twitter here. So yeah, you can actually search my name on Twitter and you will find it. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Yep.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for being so patient to answer all other questions from the audience. And this is a great webinar. We really appreciate you spend so much time with us and yeah, and share all the knowledges. This this session is recorded and will be published on YouTube on the application development virtual group channel. And also, if you could send me the slides, I'll post it on our website so that people can access that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
all we have.
Yeah, it's my pleasure and my privilege to share with you guys.
It's really a great session. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Alice.
Thank you everybody for attending. We'll see you at our next webinar.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Debbie. Bye everybody,
Good night.
and Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye, Sarah.